Italy is not only the Italian peninsula, shaped like a boot, but also the two largest Mediterranean islands, Sicily and Sardinia, as well as many smaller adjacent islands. On the territory of the country's capital, Rome, there is the Vatican State, as well as world-famous museums and ancient ruins. Other major cities in Italy are Florence, where you can see Renaissance masterpieces, such as Michelangelo's statue of David, and the Duomo Cathedral, designed by architect Brunelleschi, as well as the canal city of Venice and the fashion capital Milan. All roads lead to Rome, is one of the most ancient cities on the planet, which is the heir of the great Roman Empire, which became the cradle of Western civilization. The most famous sites of Rome are the Colosseum and the Trevi Fountain. This is the only city in the world in which a sovereign dwarf enclave state is located, the Vatican, which is the center of the Catholic world. The Vatican is the only city-state in the world that locks its gates at night, has its own army, postage stamps, telephone company, radio and TV stations. Here they choose the Pope, the head of the Catholic Church, as the white smoke released from the Sistine Chapel informs the whole world. Italy is also famous for its national cuisine and culinary dishes. Food has a special place in Italian culture. Italians are still those gourmets. If pizza is necessarily in a wood-fired oven, if ice cream is gelato, made by hand and from fresh products. Only Italians, as well-known coffee lovers, could invent espresso, cappuccino, macchiato, tiramisu. The goods traditionally supplied from here all over the world are wine, cheese, pasta and olive oil. Let's talk about pizza. Pizza has a 1,000-year history. It is still unknown who first came up with this dish. Historians are still arguing about who could become the creator of pizza, however, no one has come to a consensus. Now pizza is considered to be an Italian dish. Ancient man learned to bake tortillas. For this purpose, coals and a stone were used, on which the cake was baked. All the Mediterranean peoples used this recipe, and then olive oil began to be used. Then the tortilla was sprinkled with herbs and seasonal vegetables. The same flatbread served as a plate, which allowed it to become a universal dish in hiking and field work. Pizza was very convenient to use before working in the fields. It satisfied hunger, allowed you to gain strength and did not require much time to prepare. In this recipe, almost all available products were used, from vegetables to dried meat. Pizza means to eat something in one go or a bite. Today, the word pizza ranks first among the words of the Italian language, which have the greatest distribution and popularity all over the world. The main filling for pizza before the end of the 19th century was cheese and lard as the most high-calorie ingredients. Another product was of great importance for the appearance of modern pizza: mozzarella buffalo cheese, mozzarella di bufala, which is made from the milk of black domestic buffaloes in the Campania region. Its capital is Naples. Buffalo mozzarella differs from mozzarella made from ordinary cow's milk, with a more delicate consistency and pronounced taste. And only such mozzarella is used as part of the classic Neapolitan pizza. Real Italian pizza. Thin, crispy cake, soft, juicy filling, cheese stretches and melts in your mouth. The secrets and subtleties of pizza preparation were shared by a professional chef, the famous pizzaiolo Vincenzo Barba, an honorary member of the Italian Chefs Association. Ingredient for the test: for 2 pcs 10 grams fresh yeast, 300 milliliters warm water, 500 grams durum flour, 10 grams extra virgin olive oil, 1 coffee spoon salt. For sauce: for 2 pcs 2 to 3 pcs tomatoes or small, 2 garlic cloves, 10 grams extra virgin olive oil, pinch salt, pinch of sugar, pinch dried oregano, pinch of dried basil. For filling on 2 pcs 200 grams salami, 200 grams mozzarella, 80 grams champignons, 50 grams pitted olives. Preparation. Step 1. We are preparing pizza dough. To do this, you will need 10 grams fresh yeast, 300 milliliters warm water from the filter, purified, 500 grams hard flour, 1 coffee spoon of salt, 10 grams olive oil, extra virgin. From this number of ingredients, 2 thin pizzas with a diameter of 32 centimeters are obtained. Step 2. In 300 milliliters of warm, 38 to 40 degrees purified water, add 10 grams of fresh yeast and a coffee spoon of salt. Mix it up. Step 3. The sifted flour of durum wheat is poured out on the table with a slide. In the center we make a funnel. Gradually pour the yeast mixture and knead the dough. Knead the dough well for 7 to 10 minutes. The dough becomes very soft and does not stick to your hands. Step 4. In order for the dough to become elastic, add 10 grams extra virgin olive oil. Step 5. We collect the dough into a ball, put it in a bowl lightly greased with olive oil. Cover with cling film, leave to approach for 2 hours. Step 6. We prepare pizza sauce, for 2 PCs. To do this, take 2 to 3 tomatoes, small, 2 cloves of garlic, 10 grams, extra virgin, a pinch of salt, a pinch of sugar, a pinch of dried oregano, a pinch of dried basil. Pour hot water into a saucepan. We make a cross-shaped incision on the tomatoes, put them in a saucepan. Bring the water to a boil and cook for 1 to 2 minutes. Step 7. We take the tomatoes out of boiling water and immediately put them in a bowl with ice water. After that, the skin of tomatoes is very easily removed. Step 8. Cut the tomatoes into small pieces, puree with a blender. Add chopped garlic, salt, sugar, olive oil, dried basil and oregano to them. Once again we puree with a blender. Step 9. Put the sauce in a saucepan and cook on low heat for 5 minutes. Step 10. The correct ratio of the dough and the filling is 1 to 1, that is, the filling should be exactly as much as the dough. The ingredients for the filling should be thinly sliced. If meat or fish is used, they should be ready to eat. So for the filling for 2 pizzas with a diameter of 32 centimeters you will need 200 grams salami, 80 grams champignons, 50 grams pitted olives, 200 grams mozzarella. Step 11. The dough that has come up is slightly crushed, divided into 2 parts. Pizza dough is not rolled out with a rolling pin, but stretched by hands. Since we have no experience in stretching the dough like a real pizzaiolo, Vincenzo Barba recommended doing it on a table or on parchment. From the dough we make a cake, and then from the center to the periphery we gently stretch it into a layer with a diameter of 32 centimeters. Thus, a thin cake with a small side is obtained. You don't need to make a side on purpose, it turns out by itself. Step 12. From the center to the edges, spread a thin layer of 2 to 3 tablespoons of sauce. Step 13. Spread mozzarella on the sauce, slices of salami on top, and then thin plates of champignons and olives, cut into rings. Remember, there shouldn't be a lot of filling, it's important. Step 14. Bake the pizza in a well-heated oven at 250 degrees for 10 minutes. Step 15. We serve the pizza hot. The photo in the section shows that the cake is thin and the filling is the same as the cake. And this is the right Italian pizza. Bon appetit! Subscribe to the channel and put likes. Do not miss the new video.